What's up, guys? Heath here, Shepherd's Forge. Wanted to show you just a couple of things that I got going on. One, the only reason that I'm not out in my shop doing stuff is that we are in the negative degrees here in Wisconsin. One of the residual side effects of radiation is, like, when I get cold, it sinks in and it doesn't go away. It takes me a long time to get warmed up again. Same way with overheating. So just being out in the shop, yeah, I can fire up the forge to heat the shop, but I'm just burning money at that point. You know, I mean, propane's not super expensive, but it's not cheap either, and I don't want to fire up the forge just to heat my shop. So I'm kind of holding off till the weather gets a little better. Hold on, I do have to grab a tool. Okay, so basically what I wanted to show you is I have a restoration project that I'm going to be doing for a family friend. I got to be careful because I've already taken this thing apart. This is a German Bowie knife. It was made in Germany, Stantham or something like that. Very interesting style. I mean, you can see this thing was super loose when I got it. All the leather has dried out. This is just, you know, and somebody has abused the hell out of this knife. But it's been in his family for a long time. I think it's been in the family for like 70 years, something like that. The pommel is aluminum along with the brass guard. These leather pieces are old and super worn out. This is just antler, more worn out leather. Again, this is aluminum. And then you have this knife. Now, this would be a very hard restoration to do, simply because trying to keep this line nice and crisp would prove very difficult to do on a grinder without blending it. So what I'm going to use is a tool called a Dynafile. If you don't know what a Dynafile is, it is one of these guys. Right now I've got a Scotch-Brite band on there, but I've got a whole bunch of different bands in different grits. But this is how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to clean this up and keep this line nice and crisp. Now, this is something, let's see if I can get it to show up. I don't like this very much. If you were to stab, it's going to stop right there. So what I'm actually going to do is bevel this back to match the tip, and then let it slowly widen out. So if you go to stab something with it, it's not going to just catch and stop there. It's a very odd design. And I asked him if that was okay to do, and he's just like, yeah. He's like, actually, I really like that idea. I'm not changing the profile of this too much. This is a family, you know, family heirloom. Now, he is going to carry this. So I told him, I said, well, I'm not going to bring it up to a mirror polish. If you were going to, like, hang it on a wall or something, I'd probably bring it up to a mirror polish. But I'm just going to do a Scotch-Brite finish on this. Obviously get all the rust and pitting off, and somebody did a really terrible job trying to resharpen this, so I'll probably work on that profile a little bit. And I don't know if you could see, somebody has beaten the piss out of it with a hammer. Like, I got to get all those little dings out. It's very rusted up here and a bunch of other places, but a Scotch-Brite finish and the Dynafile will do really well on that. I'm going to obviously redo the leather spacers and have the original handle. I am going to do a totally different. The pommel nut was really hard to get off on this thing. This is the pommel nut that was on it. It's brass and it's tapered, so as it goes down into the hole of the pommel, it locks itself in. It was kind of a pain in the butt to get it out. But I'm actually going to do a Damascus pommel nut, but it's going to set, like, obviously It's gonna set like this, but the pummel nut I'm actually gonna have exposed. It'll be a round Damascus ball that will kind of lock into the center of that hole. That way, if he wants to take it down, he can. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to make him a second handle. So he can pick and choose which handle he wants to have on there whenever he wants. If he wants an original, he can do that. If he likes what I made better, he can put that on. So this should be a fun little restoration. This is like the 4th restoration I've done. What I really like about restorations is simply that it's a piece of history. Somebody, it comes from somebody's family and they care about it, and somebody just let it go to crap, and then I get to restore it to its original glory, which I find fascinating, and I really enjoy that kind of project. The other thing I wanted to share is my friend Christian Gerber over at CG Smithing was kind enough to make me a set of tongs. Not just one pair of tongs, 2. He made me some flat face tongs, which always come in handy. Nice and long. These are really well made. I mean, Christian does a good job. Even put a little bit of texturing in there. And the set that I am going to find absolutely invaluable are these. Now, what these are good for is holding your square stock. Where's that going? Nowhere. That's right, nowhere. Obviously, this is obviously too long, but these are invaluable to have. They lock around, they hold that thing in place. This is perfect, and these can be adjusted on the fly if needed. I probably won't, but thank you very much, Christian Gerber. And if any of you are unfamiliar with him, he has an amazing channel where he does some super cool stuff. CG Smithing. You should punch that into your little looking glass, magnifying glass icon when it comes up in YouTube, and he will pop right up. And he does some amazing work. Thank you again, Christian. But yeah, other than that, I just kind of wanted to share some new projects that are coming up, and give a shout out to my boy Tian over at CG Smithing. This is a little Damascus cleaver that I'm doing for myself. This will actually be the second knife I've made that'll end up in my kitchen. I know, I only had one. Yeah, that's just me, I'd rather make stuff for other people. That's just who I am. So this is in the works, but like I said, guys, it's super cold out. I don't want to be out there. I get cold really, really fast. And I'm one of those people that if I'm going to go out in the shop, I want to commit a serious amount of time to it. Tomorrow I have another cancer checkup, which I'm sure will go just fine. I feel fantastic. I'm gaining a little bit of weight back. I love my new job. The stress is low. I like my bosses. They're good people. Everything's going really well, guys. So we're going to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to end it there. But from Heath here at Shepherd's Forge, hope you all are making it through the winter and these crazy times. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.